So New York Predator Department hacked into my phone and ended the video, so I'm not able to record. The video was not able to save because again they hacked into my phone and ended the video. Right, they were targeting me when I ended the first video. They showed up with the sirens, a whole bunch of them, making noise and so forth. And then a female just got on the bus and flash her phone in my direction as she's paying for the fare, and with her digital credit card, bank card. So at that point is when I looked down at the video. They hacked into the before the end of the video, right? So yeah. Again, the precinct that was doing all of that is the 67th precinct, and they're accredited officers. What's the best drive in the world? right? Look at him, look at him. I tell you, bunch of criminals. It says TIs, once you understand that what they're engaging is a criminal act, alright, call them out on it. You should have no fear. They're the ones that are afraid and try to silence you. Don't fall for it. They're the ones that are fear. See? Okay, you guys, right? The patterns never change. Color red. A lot of great calls. Right? Combination. Alright, thank you. Have a good night. So the New York Predator Department, 67 Precinct, again, harassing, engaging in criminal stalking, using their sirens. And then when I expose their civilian cult agent, right, and it was a clear case of them using this female to show me her digital bank card, hear the sirens, then they shut off, because I was recording, so they hacked into my phone and turned off the video so that the video wouldn't save, right? So who's the cowards? Yeah? Who's running? Who's the cowards? Like I said, they will never be honest about what it is that they're doing. And then also that they crowded the bus. You should see how many people came in on the bus. This guy had like this, I don't know, this tall kind of assisted walker, and he's blocking the whole front of the bus. Woman coming in there with carts and all this stuff, you know. And like I tell you, as soon as I ended the first video, as I got on the bus, with the bus reached the next bus stop, then they showed up. Right, start using their sirens. They couldn't wait. They could not wait for me to turn off the video so they can engage in targeting me. But I was right there. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start recording right away, and that's what I ended up doing. And you can see them clearly. They were targeting me and then using their loudspeaker. I don't know who the hell they were talking to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, because they wasn't pulling over anybody. All right, so, you know, this is what they do. Well, look at the stalkers. Yeah, look at the stalkers sitting there, waiting. Look at it, waiting around, right? Keep telling you the use of Caucasian females today and male, well, the male earlier, and they're using these two. Look, right? As soon as they saw me, they're standing there on the sidewalk, and as soon as they see me, so I'm looking at me, and then they started to see. Look. Keep telling you. They always gonna be back on their bullshit. And you know me already. I'm gonna call them out of it because, like I said, ain't no fear here. Ain't no fear here. All right, call them out on their bullshit. I don't know why you gotta do a 360 just to turn around. So I can see you. You know they're doing that because they want me to show you guys the front of my apartment building. That's all. That's the type of coercive tactics they use. Right? I keep telling them I'm not going to do their job for them. You know, I already had another TI showed up in Pam's apartment building looking for me. I'm like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that. You see, if you was a male, you don't know what kind of state that I was in. Even if you're a female, you don't know what kind of state that I was in. You don't ever do that shit. You might get hurt. I said, you know, don't take those chances. Right? You can contact me on Facebook or contact me on YouTube. Don't do that. All right? Hey, how's it going? All right. You know, but again, this is what they do. The liars, the manipulators, the deceivers. they do these things because they're liars. And I prove it every single day that they lie. All right? And then the use of radio wave and microwave frequency to manipulate us. Particularly also when I was leaving, I usually call my daughter to come and close the door for me. Right? We do a little dance off, see who win, sometimes we do paper, rock, scissors to see, who win the dance off, a little fun that I do with her, It's like, so I call her to come close the door for me, and she's walking towards me, lifting up her shirt, and she's wearing a black shorts. And I have to tell her, I say, listen, don't you ever approach me doing that, okay? Because that's not her. Normally that's, that's not her. She would never do anything like that. But when I realized that what was happening, I had to correct her. I said, okay, don't be aware of what the things that you do, and don't do those things anymore. And so that is why, also the reason why they showed, because they know I was going to talk about it. See, like I told you, I am going to be, I'm going to expose everything that they do, right? Show you guys, if I can, how they do those things. If I can't show you guys, I'll explain to you what happened and the reason why they're doing these things, right? So this is something that you got to be aware of. And you see, when you talk about these things, they'll try to label you a certain way. And I already know that. But that's why I provide not only the evidence and the proof, but also documented studies, research, about these things. And like today when I post about how they use children, how destructive cults use children and women, right? And it gives you a very detailed explanation of what it is that they do and how they do it. Right? So you see, like I said, they're not going to get away with what they're doing with me or other TIs. As long as those of us who are TIs have the ability to do what we do, which is exposing them for what it is that they're doing, they're going to continue to lie. And people need to understand who the liars are and who are the people who are creating certain types of personality within the society, who are creating the criminal element within the society, and how poverty is weaponized against vulnerable people in order to feed the beast, which is the system, right? From services to the poor, to the the private military industrial complex, the private prison complex, pharmaceutical companies, big pharma, and so forth and so forth. So they keep us sick, they criminalize us, those sort of things in order to, and they keep us in poverty because it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So when you put all these entities together, big pharma, companies that provide services to the poor, homeless, stuff like that, right? The healthcare industry, you're talking about almost over probably $4 or $5 trillion annually within those entities, and that's a lot of money, right? So when we talk about trillions of dollars here, and they have to keep up the system and the abuse of people within the system in order to generate those revenue every single year. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video.